Good morning, young scholars. Happy Wednesday, week 2, distance learning. We keep on rocking. Happy College Wednesday to you. As you can see this morning, I am wearing a UC Santa Cruz Fighting Banana Slugs shirt. Great university up in Santa Cruz as you're starting to think about colleges. Just a few things today. Number 1, please remember to fill out our midweek check-in form for week 2. And thank you to those who filled out last week's check-in form. I enjoyed reading your comments, getting the feedback, and just an update, the winner of everybody's favorite ice cream for the week was cookie dough ice cream, with a close second of cookies and cream. We've got a cookie theme. I personally, chocolate ice cream guy, love the chocolate. I can't get away from it. I hope that you're working through your weekly assignments, enjoying looking at hidden intellectualism a little more deeply, and enjoying your reading in Outliers. And since I don't have that much for you this morning, I wanted to read a little passage for you. I was going back and rereading Outliers, preparing for our conversations on Thursday and Friday. And I wanted to share a passage that stuck with me a little bit as we're thinking about success and what it means for us and our goals later in life. Here we go. This is page 19, about halfway down the page. Malcolm Gladwell writes, in Outliers, I want to convince you that these kinds of personal explanations of success don't work. People don't rise from nothing. We do owe something to parentage and patronage. The people who stand before kings may look like they did it all themselves, but in fact, they are invariably the beneficiaries of hidden advantages and extraordinary opportunities and cultural legacies that allow them to learn and work hard and make sense of the world in ways others cannot. It makes a difference where and when we grew up, the culture we belong to, and the legacies passed down by our forebears shape the patterns of our achievement in ways we cannot begin to imagine. It's not enough to ask what successful people are like, in other words. It's only by asking where they are from that we can unravel the logic behind who succeeds and who doesn't. Biologists often talk about the ecology of an organism. The tallest oak in the forest is the tallest, not just because it grew from the hardiest acorn. It is the tallest also because no other trees blocked its sunlight. The soil around it was deep and rich. No rabbit chewed through its bark as a sapling, and no lumberjack cut it down before it matured. We all know that successful people come from hardy seeds, but do we know enough about the sunlight that warmed them, the soil in which they put down the roots, and the rabbits and the lumberjacks that they were lucky enough to avoid? This is not a book about tall trees. It's a book about forests. And hockey is a good place to start because the explanation for who gets to the top of the hockey world is a lot more interesting and complicated than it looks. In fact, it's downright peculiar. I read that passage because during these strange times, it's important to look at where we're from and where our influences are coming from. So much of success is out of our hands. It comes from our culture, it comes from our parents, it comes from our schools, our friends. So we can only control a little part of it. Let's control what we can. Good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing period 5 in our Zoom meeting today. Period 3, back again tomorrow. Have a glorious day, young scholars.